Esteemed members of the Task Force Cemetery Wind, I stand before you not only as your leader, but as your brother in arms. For 25 years, the United States government has harbored these aliens to fight our battles for us. These so-called Autobots came here to fight their civil war on our world. Time and time again, we humans were the ones made to suffer in the wake of their carnage. Our homes destroyed, our loved ones lost, our cities decimated. 5 years ago, half the Autobots left to return to Cybertron, leaving the remaining Autobots here understaffed and therefore incapable of responding to all threats. Any scientific advancements we made towards replicating their technology for our own protection were met with resistance and even theft. And then they left. They thought they left zero technology for us to study, but they were wrong. After a very long search, we found a fabled Transformer burial ground, where the Autobots buried their dead and the deceased bodies of the Decepticons they killed. From those corpses, we have finally achieved what they have so long denied us, a perfect symbiosis between man and machine. Our own Transformer, linked to my very own brainwaves controlled through a chip implant, it will respond to my every will. And as I stand with you now, he will stand with an army just like him, as we avenged what those robots have took from us, and shown them what it's like for an alien race to fight a war on their home. Project Earthrise is a go!
General Ross, sir, the subject has become increasingly volatile. It is becoming difficult to continue the extraction.
Difficult?
He broke free of his restraints. He's unarmed, but he's not happy.
Well, let's show him something to be really unhappy about.
Let me go. You took my T-Cog, you took my weapons, you extracted the data from my memory banks. What more do you animals want?
Blades, I wanted to let you know that Cemetery Wind is extremely grateful for your generous contributions to our cause.
Please, I just want to go home.
I'm afraid I can't let you go home.
So I'm to remain a hostage?
Thankfully, not anymore. Your life is in someone else's hands. Call it as a payment plan for his services.
I am no one's slave.
I'm not in the slavery business. And I'm not looking for an employee. I've made a hobby of collecting sparks. Yours will be my next acquisition.
Not if I kill you first. I think you should put that claw away. Then things will get interesting.
I don't care what you think.
Ah!
Hold still. I wouldn't want to damage your spark.
Lockdown. Wheels up in 24 hours.
Where to?
While we finish our troops, we have some small unit prototypes we'd like you to take to Cybertron.
That's a long travel for such little payment.
Your payment is the sparks of Optimus Prime and Megatron.
Now that is a payment. Load your prototypes on my ship and I will make my leave at once.
You won't be taking your ship.
Excuse me.
Cybertronian weaponry and biology were not the only data that we managed to extract.
We have managed to create what your race calls the space bridge.
In that case, let's go start a war.
I've got 2 columns laying down suppressing fire. Don't worry, I've got it. Only 1 Decepticon casualty? That's a shame.
I think this Decepticon will be very informative, though.
My lord, I understand that we must maintain the secrecy of our current condition. But how much longer are we to remain cooped up here?
The Autobots are slipping into a position of comfort that will make them logistical. They will be vulnerable to our oncoming siege.
But when will this siege happen? For too long you have spoken of this siege. Well, we have waited, and waited, and yet I can't help but notice no such siege has occurred.
Say siege one more time, Starscream, and I will find new and inventive ways to experiment on you to shut you up.
Thank you, Shockwave.
So he has a giant outburst and now gets to be in the good standing again. But everything I do and say makes my own standing worse.
Be quiet, Starscream. We will act very soon.
Do you think he's onto us?
Yes, but soon he will have other matters to focus on.
We agreed we could lead the Decepticons better and work in the shadows to remove Megatron from power. We also agreed to put everything out on the table.
Soundwave has maintained surveillance of Earth. The humans believe they have the capability of invading Cybertron. Expected time of arrival in 1 month.
What force could they possibly invade us? Their cute little guns.
It hardly matters. The plan is to recall our forces upon their arrival and leave it as a mess for the Autobots.
And after they've battled it out, we would be able to swoop in and finish them both.
You're not as stupid as you look.
You make him talk? Oh, he squealed. But if what he said was true, then we have some big problems on the way.
Well, don't be shy now. What did he say?
You called for us, Megatron?
I have decided to task you with breaching the Autobot base, clearing a path to Optimus for me.
Wouldn't we be better suited as part of the main attack?
I am tasking Shockwave and Starscream with that. They will pour on the heat while we storm from the side. Call me selfish, but I do not want to share Prime.
Optimus! Optimus! He's not here right now. Where is he? Take a guess. The big Brunt's with Rodimus. Damn it. We don't have time to drive out the message. I've got to get on the comms.
That'll mean anyone listening will know what we're about to do, including the Decepticons.
I don't think it'll matter much soon. Sideswipe to Optimus. The Decepticons are coming. I repeat, the Decepticons are coming here, now!
Why? Megatron stole your life. Megatron was reported as terminated. Yet, I cannot shake the dark thoughts clouding my mind. I yearn for the revenge I cannot get.
Sideswipe to Optimus. The Decepticons are coming. I repeat, the Decepticons are coming here, now!
I'm on my way, Sideswipe.
Nightbird is returning, Master.
No Autobot patrols. They're all crammed into their little base.
We should just pulverize their base and let them be crushed as it collapses.
Not yet. Prime dies first. Then, destroy it.
As you command.
Begin the assault!
Shields are holding for now. They won't for much longer. Those Decepticons are not going easy.
I say we go out there and meet those Decepticons head on, Wrecker style.
Facing the enemy Wrecker style will only lead to a greater number of casualties. I will boost the power to the shields. That will give us more time.
That's only delaying the inevitable. The Decepticons are making their big push, so we need a push back.
He's right, Perceptor. We'll be boxed in if we wait any longer.
This is the Decepticons' big siege, and we are not about to let them win the war for Cybertron.
Attention all Autobots. This is Commander Ironhide. The Decepticons are attacking with a large enough force to decimate this base. I say we make them work for that. The bombardment has begun. Soon, the Autobots' base will be a pile of ash.
We have a problem!
What? There are no problems. Understood?
But the Autobots, they're fighting back!
This is a simple mission. overwhelm them, and destroy everything.
But they're rallying! The fighting is being brought outside rather than in the base. The strategy will work, and I will not repeat this again. Overwhelm them. Break them. Kill them or be killed. Yes! Shockwave!
I had that covered, you know.
Megatron wants Prime in the base. Prime must remain in the base if Megatron is to be satisfied. Send everything we've got to crush them.
Fall back and regroup.
Don't let up on them!
Tidal wave inbound.
They brought in the big guns.
Not for long.
That was a great shot.
You Autobots squish easy!
Reports are coming in. The Decepticons have taken the bridge.
And they've nearly reached the front gates. Good thing they don't know about the tunnels we used to get out here, or else they'd be inside already.
Prime better get here soon, or we're done for.
Inform the Constructicons to keep pushing from the west. Their defenses are about to break. Good thing they don't know about the tunnels we used to get out here, or else they'd be inside already.
Prime better get here soon, or we're done for.
So that's how they got out. Cave in the tunnels. Trap the Autobots still inside and we can cut off their reinforcements out here. So Prime isn't here. Megatron will not be pleased.
There's too many of them. We're taking heavy casualties. I do not know how much longer we can hold out. Oh!
I'm getting reports of confirmed sightings of Shockwave and Starscream.
That's impossible. I watched them die.
How is this possible?
They faked their deaths. They knew we were there. They wanted us to see them. It gave them all the time they needed to prepare for this attack.
Well, what do we bloody do then?
Well, I know someone who'll be happy to see Shockwave. Maybe he can take the brains out of this operation.
Only true fools would flee from victory.
But what about Dinobots?
What rotten luck.
Shockwave!
A little help, Starscream. Starscream, you coward!
This is gonna hurt! A lot!
I tortured you once just for the sake of science. Now I will do so again, for pleasure. I am sending you coordinates to launch a targeted strike.
I read you. Strike him bound.
Activate battle armor.
I'm gonna pound you into pieces.
And you will fail in doing so. I made you. I gave you everything you have. And this is how you thank me. I will tear you apart in my next experiment, just to find out how much pain your spark can take before it eventually gives out.
Back off, creep!
Damn!
Swoop to Autobot ground control. I just scared off Shockwave. I need help. He took down Grimlock.
The damage is severe. The impacts of Grimlock's attacks have damaged the armor, and Swoop's attack cut deep into the plating.
Shockwave!
I told you he wasn't far.
Shockwave, you're a smart bot. Make it easy on yourself. Disengage the armor and surrender to us peacefully. Emphasis on peacefully.
I need to get away from these Autobots if I am ever to make any repairs. Activate Asset S-43. Converge on my position immediately and draw the Autobots away.
Yes, Shockwave.
Any time now.
Eat that, you one-eyed freak!
I see now the Autobot fools have devolved into name-calling. How immature.
You won't be seeing much if I shoot your eye. My optically challenged amigo.
I have had enough of the humor!
What are you gonna do about it?
Wait for it.
Wait for what?
Who the hell was that?
Was that? Scrap. He got away. Jazz is Sideswipe. Do you read me?
I read you, Jazz.
Head east of my current position. We got a fast-moving con and I need a fast-moving bot to make him eat some exhaust.
Copy that, Jazz. Sideswipe out.
You can't catch me. None of you can. How dare you strike me?
Mirage?
That's not my name.
You take that side. Zetar, you're with me on this side.
Roger that, Prime.
We have Autobot intruders.
Autobots, retreat! We can't all make it out of here. We're all going!
Sideswipe is right. Get him out of here, Zetar. We'll hold off the cons.
Captured and tortured to death by Shockwave. Never thought that's how I'd go.
Well, better us than Prime.
Let him have it!
I've wasted too much time. I must complete my mission. Divert Autobot attention from Shockwave.
Mirage, you're not a Decepticon.
My name is not Mirage.
Then what is your name?
I have no name. I'm no one. My codename is S-43, loyal servant to Shockwave.
Your real name is Mirage. You're an Autobot, like me. We were friends.
Lies.
You know me.
No, I don't.
Don't worry, Mirage. I'll help you remember. I've got to get Mirage to remember who he is.
Ready to die, Autobot?
The name's Sideswipe. And don't worry, you'll remember all about that in a few minutes.
I doubt that.
What in tarnation was that?
Bet you that was one of our guys' handiwork.
Bet take it.
Captured and tortured to death by Shockwave. Never thought that's how I'd go.
Better us than maybe you weren't lying. Maybe I am Mirage after all.
I knew you'd remember.
Truth be told, though, I like this Mirage better.
What?
This Mirage is on the winning team. This Mirage isn't held back by the constraints of morality, which makes this Mirage so much more powerful. And I wouldn't trade that for anything.
No, that's not like you. That's Shockwave. He messed with your mind.
He unlocked my potential, and for that I owe him. Until next time, old friend.
Y'all like my ride?
You've got a hover bike?
I put it in storage just before the war broke out. Crazy enough it was still there.
I'm actually quite jealous, Brawl.
As all should be.
Imagine what I can get for some of the parts on this thing. Most of them are extinct, or so I thought.
You touched this bike, I'll cut.
Can I take it for a spin?
Yeah, sure. But if I find a single scratch, I'll cut you. With a knife.
Ooh! I call dibs on the next ride.
You look worse for wear.
Blame the grenade I tossed.
That wouldn't happen to be the one responsible for the giant explosion way over that way, would it?
It was.
Ha! Looks like I win, Brawl.
Bullshit! I call shenanigans!
Looks like you're not speaking for the rest of the battle. Or I get to keep your bike!
Fine! I won't speak for the rest of the battle! You'll never get my bike! Never!
Brawl, Swindle, ready up. Lord Megatron is ready to mobilize.
Hell yeah!
About time, I say!
Enjoying the Combaticon Express delivery service, Master?
Focus, Swindle.
But to answer your question, Swindle, I will enjoy it more once Optimus Prime's head has been separated from his torso unit.
You're being awfully quiet, Brawl. Are you scared? Our battlefield too scary for little baby Brawl.
Battlefields are not too scary for little baby Brawl. Fudge!
Fudge? What's fudge?
He and I made a bet that he couldn't keep his trap shut for the rest of the day. He now owes me his bike if he speaks again.
Oh, nice one.
This is some total bull!
Boss! It looks like we're gonna have some real business ahead of us!
The Autobots are outside the base! I wanted them trapped inside!
This may complicate things.
We push on! Pulverize them all!
You heard your leader. Combaticons, attack!
Decepticons from the east side.
Oh, great. They're shooting at us now.
Which means... it's time for the fun to begin!
Hit him with your Shockwave attack!
I'll need to get closer!
I'll cover you.
Stop them! It can't be. Megatron?
We close enough yet?
Just a little closer.
How's this for closer? You want us to hunt them down? Finish them off?
Prime is my only priority.
What the hell do you want, Starscream?
Overlord. Good timing. Shockwave has just fended off Grimlock, and no doubt Megatron is dealing with Optimus. Now is the time.
Oh, you mean the plan where I take out both your rivals, and you ascend to the throne unopposed? I forget. What's in it for me again?
I will let you put together a crew.
That is one bullshit offer. Don't jerk me around, Starscream. What else you got?
And you can terrorize the Autobots for their resources. I swear, I don't understand what value that would have to you.
Oh, it ain't about value. It's about fun.
Ugh, so stupid.
Now I know your little bitch ass did not just sass me. What the monkey fuck did you just say?
Nothing. Just see to it that Megatron and Shockwave do not survive this day.
Will do.
It's gonna be tough.
Quit your whining and keep fighting!
All of you be quiet! Do you hear that?
Hear what?
A truck? Prime!
It's Optimus!
Oh, you bloody cons are in for it now. Optimus Prime is here.
Come and face me, brother! Such ferocity, Optimus! This will no doubt be a battle for the ages!
Think of it what you will, Megatron. Today you pay for your reign of tyranny.
Come and get your justice, Prime!
Kill him, Megatron! Rip out his optics!
I wager 5 Shaniks Megatron will win. Any takers?
You smoldering pile of slag! You want us to wager against Megatron?
Yeah, not my smartest choice, I suppose.
That was close. We should get involved.
Hooked! Megatron's orders. No one touches Prime.
No!
You killed one of my closest friends, Rodimus Prime, while I was forced to listen, knowing that there was nothing I could do. And for that, Megatron, today, you die.
On the contrary, Prime, you will join him in extinction!
Not today! We've got to help Prime!
I've got just the tool. Soundwave got in the way of this shot last time. Let's see him do it again.
Finish off the Autobots!
Combaticons, open fire!
The Matrix of Leadership. No!
Your little trinket won't save you now.
Even if you defeat me, Megatron, others will rise to defend against your tyranny. Cybertron needs freedom.
Then you can die with the assurance that all your precious Autobots will soon be dead as well. Cybertron needs strength. My strength.
Optimus!
It's over, Prime. Death is inevitable.
Autobots, recover Prime. That's an order.
How dare you!
Lord Megatron, it's time to fall back. We're being overrun.
And so we are. Get me out of here!
Combaticons, shield our master.
Hold still, Grimlock. I cannot and will not patch up a bot intent on tearing me in half for doing something that will sting.
Fine. Just pass me up quick.
Ironhide to all Autobots. Prime is down. The Decepticons seem to have called a ceasefire. Recall all our forces to the fallback point so we can regroup.
That can't be right. Did he say Optimus is down?
Indeed he did. Oh, Primus, help us all.
That was great the way you killed Prime.
Megatron, you're my hero!
My brothers, I have simply performed a necessary task in order to save our home world. But there is still more work to be done! More Autobot blood must be spilled.
We'll slaughter them all!
All Autobots must die.
Stupid Overlord didn't kill Megatron. He had a clear opportunity while he was distracted by Prime. Maybe at least got Shockwave. Oh, Primus, not in front of anyone. Please don't single me out. Please don't single me out.
Starscream, what a lovely surprise.
Of course.
Megatron, I've come to collect what's mine.
Have you now?
That's right, you remember our little arrangement.
Mighty Megatron, what arrangement could you have made with this lunatic?
The kind of arrangement where I rat you out because you tried to make an arrangement with me to kill Megatron.
I would do no such thing.
I highly doubt that.
We had a deal.
See, you thought we had a deal.
What could he have possibly given you that was better than my deal?
Who, Megatron? Well, he offered me the exact same thing you did, but it's coming from Megatron, so it carries a lot more weight.
Starscream, I'm in too good of a mood today for you to ruin it with another failed betrayal. You are no longer a Decepticon, and you will be incarcerated until I decide on the best way to dispose of you. Soundwave, what have you to report? What is this?
A mathematical equation, the one required to traverse vast distances of space in seconds.
The space bridge formula? The Autobots have activated a space bridge?
The logical theory is for the replenishment of supplies and munitions. Is he
dead? It appears not.
But he ain't too far from it.
But he's still alive. He'll pull through. He has to.
Optimus is stubborn. He's not about to die like this.
I hope you're right.
What? Where am I?
Welcome, Optimus.
Rodimus?
No.
What?
You should not be here.
Where am I?
The Well of All Sparks. But oddly, you are here, yet not yet perished.
I still live?
I cannot grant you access, which means your spark still remains.
If you are not Rodimus, who are you?
I take many forms. Sometimes in the physical world, sometimes in a vision. In this case, I've chosen this Prime, as you called him, due to your level of comfort in his company.
Primus?
I have watched over you for a long, long time. Guided you through many perils, including the battle against my ancient rival, Unicron. But now I sense a new threat. One that you must face.
What new threat?
A new enemy from a familiar, alien world. Humanity comes seeking revenge for bringing your war to their world. They will come to Cybertron and destroy.
How long until they arrive?
They have crossed the space bridge. They walk upon your world now.
I must warn the Autobots.
You cannot return to your body. It is too badly damaged. I will see what I can do.
Are you guys making any progress?
It's hard to concentrate under this kind of pressure alone, let alone with a rather vocal audience.
Please be quiet.
It seems unlikely the Prime will survive without my intervention.
The Autobots call for reinforcements with a space bridge, and Prime is still alive? This is supposed to be my moment of triumph!
It still can be. We have an operative on the inside.
I have to discover the source of the previously mentioned space bridge. And Optimus Prime has to die today!
Well, how bad is it?
I will need to be directly involved in the repairs process, and will do so in one of my regular disguises.
What? Ratchet?
The real Ratchet was a deserter and abandoned the war early on. I would lend aid and keep a close eye on you. Now, I'll need some information from you first.
What information?
All Autobot codes. Excuse me, Field Medical Officer coming through.
Ratchet? I ain't seen you for a while.
To be honest, I grew tired of the battle and tried self-exiling, but then I heard the code 1984 go out.
How'd you hear about that?
Word gets around.
Whatever, man. Look, Prime is bad to go right now. We're gonna need one of your medical miracles.
I'm gonna need you both to leave this to me.
Excuse me?
As per Autobot Code 0625, I am taking full control of this medical operation and request you to vacate the area of the procedure.
Fine. Very well, Ratchet. But please hurry. He doesn't have much time left.
No!
Prime!
Such merciless evil.
What has happened?
You have become one with the Allspark, Optimus Prime. I am sorry.
But what of the invasion?
I'm afraid that is a concern for the living. May your spark find peace in the well of all sparks.
Cybertron, my homeworld. How I will enjoy seeing what remains of you burn.
Cybertron. Homeworld to the Transformers. How disgusting.
Your pathetic flesh bag you call the human body could not handle the intense gravity of Cybertron. Your body would literally collapse under the pressure and break continually until you were literal goo. That said, would you like to come see this world for yourself?
After what you said, no.
Then don't judge my home world without having set foot on it.
If you care so much for your home, why help us attack it?
I may think fondly of my home, but I have no attachment to the infrastructures built atop it. And I like payment.
Well, I respect that, honestly.
I don't care about your respect. Where is the army you promised? I see tanks. Human tanks. If humans are inside them, they're dead.
Behold, our Brawl Trooper prototypes.
You named them after Brawl, the Decepticon.
Battle-ready android warrior legion. But the name was inspired by Brawl.
The name was inspired by the single most annoying Cybertronian idiot to ever live.
We weren't aware of any of that. Only his destructive capabilities after what he did in Los Angeles. Each of the androids is remotely piloted by a human. At our base here on Earth. Equipped with thick armor plating, forged from the bodies of the Cybertronian dead. An M256 120mm smoothbore cannon, and a tungsten-coated protected brain module.
They will suffice, though you will need more assets to make this plan work.
My assistant Pike and I will have some more advanced androids that we will be piloting to directly coordinate your attack strategies.
Ah,
So you don't trust me to do this on my own?
Truthfully, no.
You humans never fail to humor me. Thinking yourself most qualified to lead a campaign against an alien world you've never even seen, when you have an asset who happens to be a native of the planet.
Remember this, Lockdown. You're just that, an asset. Assets eventually no longer become useful.
We had a deal. A contract. And contracts, like humans, expire. Sometimes unexpectedly. Remember that, General.
It should be Springer or you that takes command now.
I'm not exactly the commanding type. I'm much better at putting Decepticons in the scrap heap.
I just need some time to process what's happened. I'm not fit to lead right now.
We need to find a leader fast. We can't stay here. This base is compromised.
I have an idea as to where we can find us a leader.
Where? Who?
Tell you what, I'll go get him. I'll take Grapple and Warpath with me.
If you're certain.
Oh, I am. Trust me.
Perhaps Soundwave hit you too hard, my treacherous friend. I was hoping to bid you one final farewell before your termination. Good riddance. Have you come to wish your partner in overthrowing me your farewells?
I knew full well Starscream would play his hand too fast and recklessly.
And you don't deny there was a plot?
I know I provide too much tactical value to you to be disposed of. Know that I am not loyal to you, but rather the deal we made. Upon your conquest of Cybertron, I am to be given a region in the Sea of Rust where I am to be left in peace with my experiments.
That was the deal. I'm glad to know where we stand. Is that why you have sought me out?
Soundwave has identified a small party of Autobots heading into the Sea of Rust.
Let them rust there.
With Optimus Prime's demise, I believe they are searching for their other long-lost leader.
He died. I saw to that myself.
But what if he didn't? I know for a fact he lives. I saw him drag his wounded body from the wreckage myself. So I ask you this. What would happen if he returns?
The Autobots would have a hope to cling on to again.
Let me set my hunters loose on them.
Your pets can navigate the Sea of Rust?
With the right scent, they will track him.
Come with me. Among the many trophies I have amassed throughout the duration of this war, none have given me as much satisfaction as this one. There's your scent.
Are the assets ready?
They're ready for deployment.
Send them on the hunt.
Tell me, how is it you know how to navigate the Sea of Rust?
I've made my way through here a number of times, for less than legal purposes, before the war.
Less than legal?
Before the war, I was sort of a treasure hunter, and the Sea of Rust is the perfect place to find long-lost artifacts for clients, without government interventions.
I get it. Slag. I've done it too if I thought of it.
Not all of us were born with the best circumstances like you, Grapple. Some of us had to do with what we had. Hold positions.
What's up?
Fresh tracks. Rust dwellers.
How dangerous could Rust dwellers be?
Bots who gave up on society or the war and have spent vast amount of time in the place where everything can kill you, wouldn't they be dangerous?
I see your point. Very well.
I say, let them come. I'll put the hurt on them.
Not if one gets the drop on you first. All of you put your weapons down and step away, or the orange one loses his brain module.
I'll bet you're not so tough without that blaster.
The name's Thunder Road, and I'm the toughest bot in the whole Sea of Rust.
What in the name of Primus are?
Who cares? Run!
What are you waiting for? Go after them! Now!
Wish we still had our firearms.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Get between us, Grapple.
Well, it won't be long now until those Autobots are dead.
Can this day get any worse?
You just had to ask. Ugly things.
If I'm not mistaken, these are Predacons.
Even I know Predacons were extinct ages ago.
But these are in fact Predacons.
Well, how do we kill them?
They appear to have a strong exoskeleton that I believe will be nearly impervious. However, I suspect the weak points would be along the line of the neck and under the limbs.
They can transform!
Grapple! All your weak points just disappeared. What you got for me?
It's over now.
What?
Leave now.
Oh, scrap no. Predacons, attack! Kill Launcher Magnus!
I warned you.
Ultra Magnus? Thank you.
When I said leave, that was intended for Autobots as well.
But...
Please, let me rest in peace.
We didn't make this trip out here just to be told to leave.
I'm afraid you did.
Optimus is dead.
Optimus? Dead?
He was wounded fighting Megatron. He was on the medical table when the Decepticons assassinated him.
No, there's no honor in that.
He deserved better, and they took that from him in the most disgusting manner.
We're kinda out of a leader, and we need you to come back.
And Rodimus?
Also dead.
Executed by Megatron.
Is there nothing too low for them to stoop to?
It would seem no.
I sympathize, but I cannot return to the Autobot ranks. Not after...
No, don't even. You lead some bots on a mission, and the mission was a failure. But it's over now.
All of them were killed because of my error in leadership.
Yeah, bots die. Sadly, bots die all the time. Optimus Prime was just one of them. Morale is at a breaking point, and I made a promise I would bring hope back with me. That's you. You're the only one that can keep the Autobots from surrendering. If we lose now, every last bot died for nothing.
We're backed into a corner and need something big to get back out of it.
I don't know if I can face the Autobots. If Optimus Prime is dead, then I have failed them again by not being there to lay down my life for him. I'm sorry. You need to return to your base.
I made a promise. I keep my promises. No matter what.
Springer?
What is it?
What is this?
It must be a rust storm.
It's not a rust storm. Look!
It's coming from the direction of Chaos.
What has Megatron done?
As primitive as your weaponry is, your nuclear bomb's destructive capability just turned the Decepticon capital city into a crater. Very impressive.
This is just the first of many critical strikes.
How do you have this much tactical information, Cybertron? I have not told you much of this world, let alone the geographical locations and the typography.
You think you're the only asset we have at our disposal?
With Optimus Prime dead, does this mean we can finally rebuild Kaon?
While I admit I have not put much thought into a post-war plan in some time, and I do not want to jump to conclusions that the Autobots will no longer resist, I do believe it may be time to begin plans for reconstruction.
For the Decepticon cause!
At long last, we can rebuild our home.
What's that?
What is that?
Look out! The Autobots are attacking! Get to cover!
The Autobots wouldn't do this. This isn't them. How could this happen? I recognize these missiles.
I'm not gonna pretend we're doing so good right now. We lost Optimus yesterday, but because he was, well, who he was, it would be unfair to point out everyone else we lost. No single one of them will be missed any more or less than the other. And not a single one will be forgotten. Today I was forced to repurpose another old warehouse as a final resting place for bots. Hopefully this will be the last one. No more Autobots die. You know that's what Prime would have wanted, so let that be considered his final order. Any word from Springer and his team?
Nothing. The Sea of Rust is no place for Autobots. We should never have let them go.
From what I saw, they would have gone anyways. He thinks there's someone out there who can help us out with our leadership problem.
I can only think of one Autobot out in the Sea of Rust, and if they bring him, we may stand a chance of getting back in this fight.
I've a mean to ask. Who is this mystery hero?
Well, if I were a betting bot, and I am, Ultra Magnus.
Now there's a name I haven't heard since the fall of Crystal City. He led Autobots through the city, figuring Decepticons wouldn't up and destroy it. But they did, and the bots inside were crushed by the city itself.
Well, I heard he was the sole survivor.
He was found under rubble and debris. I suspect it was because of his size that he survived under all that weight.
I'm inclined to agree. Ultra Magnus even makes Grimlock seem small.
I know Magnus is big, but he can't be big enough to make the ground quake.
That ain't Magnus! Look!
That's Kaon!
The Decepticons are demolishing their own city?
Grab Sixgun and let's investigate.
Decepticons, like pathetic little insects. All of you survived solely on the hive mindset of a mad tyrant with the brain capacity for only basic violence.
Please help me.
And like all insects, it doesn't take much force to squash you. Where are you, Megatron?
Right here, deserter!
And there he is, my former master.
I knew by the missile type that the Autobots were not responsible for this attack. What would a former Decepticon turned bounty hunter have to gain from destroying your home?
I wouldn't be here if I'm not being paid. My clients, Cemetery Wind, are after something priceless. Revenge for bringing your war to their world.
Humans?
Humans.
I always told Prime humanity would be our downfall. I almost wish he were here now to see my words become reality.
Fear not. I'll pay him a visit next.
I'll take you to him personally.
I'll fight him myself.
understand how Optimus hasn't slain you yet. You are weak.
I've survived an onslaught of your missiles and have managed to put up a fight. And you call that weakness?
The dead don't write history.
Kaon. By Primus, it's in ruins.
Ah, a sight for sore optics.
I seriously doubt Megatron decided to destroy his capital city on a whim. Something ain't right here.
Help! Help! Us!
What happened here?
Help us! Missiles raining down from above! Killing everyone!
His wounds are extreme. He's not gonna make it.
Who did this?
Not you! Please! Help! The survivors!
His spark is extinguished.
Who else could have launched an attack of this caliber?
Lockdown.
The Decepticon deserter turned bounty hunter. That's oddly specific. How'd you figure that?
Because I'm watching him and Megatron fight it out right now.
Let's move in.
Why? To help Megatron?
If Lockdown really destroyed Kaon, where do you think his next target will be?
Fine, but I'm finishing off Megatron afterwards.
No problem. I'll join you.
Run, you fools! They're coming!
Run from what?
Those are human tanks!
Decepticons! Open fire!
On who?
The Autobots aren't shooting at you, so not them!
Fair point.
Y'all have anything to match that heavy firepower?
We did, but it's buried underneath all that rubble.
Sixgun! Come on, kid, stick with me. Hound to Jazz. Sixgun is dead. We need to leave.
I bloody disagree. One of our own was just killed by humans. We've been using non-lethal attacks on these vehicles. Permission to break Primus rule and kill humans.
Permission granted. Smoke them.
Copy that.
About time you start doing some damage.
What can you tell me about them?
From what I heard from Lockdown's rambling, it's an invasion.
There's only one way this ends. Save me the trouble and tell me where he's hiding. Where is Optimus Prime?
My spies have informed me Prime is being kept in a special location.
Where?
The Sacred Prime Burial Site.
No, you didn't.
Oh, I did. I killed him. Impelled him to the very ground we fought upon. And the most satisfying part is that it happened recently. You just missed it.
No, no, no! You stole what would have been the most gratifying prize from what would have been the most legendary battle in my bounty hunting career.
I'll accept that honor for myself.
While your spark is one I wanted, it wasn't my grand prize. But I suppose there is a silver lining. These humans can't tell a newly dead spark from a long dead one. And I get paid a bonus for both your deaths. That and Prime is the only one with the power to stop what is coming.
I'll tell him you said hi.
Sure you will.
Lord Megatron!
What is this?
Death, Megatron. This is death.
Optimus? Why haven't you attacked me? Why don't I even feel the need to fight you?
This is the Well of All Sparks. We are dead. There is no violence here.
Only peace.
Sounds boring.
For you, it probably will be, but it gives us time.
Time? For what?
To speak as brothers once again.
Why are you being so nice to me when I'm the one who put you in here?
You have to let go of the attachments from life. They will do you no good here. I have struggled with that, and I still do.
Then, not to worsen your burden, but I am sorry.
What? What are you talking about?
Lockdown is leading human forces on Cybertron. They waited for us to cripple our armies before striking, then bombed Chaos to ash. Lockdown, before he killed me, admitted you were the only one with the power to stop them. And I was in a rush to end your life. This means it's my fault Cybertron will fall.
Then it is our mission to get back. You've now seen where the path of our war ends. All Cybertronians dead. It is time we put aside our differences and work as a team.
To fight Lockdown as a team is one thing. To defy natural law and return from death itself is another. It's not possible.
Haven't you realized, Megatron? Nothing is impossible. And I have an idea on how we're getting out of here.
I don't like all these Decepticons in our base.
You think we like being here?
Well, deal with it. We've all got a common enemy. And guess what? They just killed your leader and destroyed all your forces. And we're next.
But what will we do for a leader? Clearly, Onslaught is the most fit.
Over my dead body, Decepticreep.
That can be arranged, Autobot swine.
Whoa. I see we made some friends. Having some leadership troubles? Have no fear. I've got the obvious choice right here.
Now, if there are no further objections, let's get to work.
Do you have any indication as to where you are going?
No.
Then where are we going?
To search out someone who will.
I recognize some of these bots.
I had a hunch he would be a popular character here. Otherwise, Primus would not have known to take his form.
I have no idea what you're talking about. No, not him.
Are you afraid we're gonna gang up on you because you killed us both?
I only killed you. Shockwave killed him.
Optimus? No. No, you can't be here. Well, that's fitting, at least.
Believe me, Lesser Prime, we would not be here lowering ourselves to groveling if it was not important.
And even in death, he's an asshole. What do you need, Optimus?
I know you're a bot who is quick to make connections. I have heard stories of bots seemingly coming back from the dead. Do you know anyone who has done this?
I do.
Really?
Yeah. Better yet, I know how. Most everyone does.
Then what stops most everyone from doing so?
Depends on a few things. How badly do you want to give up on peace and paradise? And are you willing to risk non-existence?
Rodimus, you're not making sense. What do you mean?
Follow me. When Primus designed this place, it was originally a sanctuary for his primes, a place for them to be one with their creator. They could come and go as they pleased. That changed when he decided to make more sparks, and it was made the depository for all lost sparks. However, in the redesign, he left intact the original gateway intended for his primes to return to Cybertron. During the war, with the large influx of sparks arriving every day, it was only a matter of time before someone found it.
Early in the war, I had heard stories of Decepticons coming back from fatal wounds.
That's what it was. Decepticons are the ones arrogant enough to tamper with nature, and because so many of them did so, Primus placed a guard, a warrior of old, one of the legendary knights of Cybertron.
They're a myth.
Don't believe me? Just watch.
Alter be destroyed.
Out of my way, big guy. I gotta go get me a handful of revenge for my death.
If you move one step further, I will be forced to strike you down.
Like that's possible. I'm already dead, dumbass. Whatever you got, it ain't gonna work.
If you insist.
By Primus.
What happened to Overlord?
His spark no longer exists. There is no more Overlord. If you want to go back, you have to defeat the greatest warrior in the history of Cybertron, one who earned his name after a weapon of the Primes due to his unwavering power and discipline. Saber.
It can't be done.
We have to try.
If this is truly that important that you both are working together to return, I'll help you.
Great. 2 dead Primes and a dead Warlord. We're not putting our hands in the middle or anything stupid like that.
Soon, the work will be done.
Sir, we have MBE-1 prepped and ready for the mental probe.
How does this actually work?
The Cybertronian asset provided this piece of technology, the cortical psychic patch. We've reverse engineered it for human compatibility.
Let's get started. Initiate the patch. Begin searching for keywords. Vector Sigma.
He broke it through the front line!
Keep fighting.
Hey, my dudes!
Where is Optimus?
Push on, Autobots!
Optimus, Shockwave and the Combaticons are here. They're coming for the key.
We cannot let them get it. Taste my pain, bitch!
Shut up and shoot, bro.
Yon Viacon, lend me your corpse!
But I'm not dead yet!
As long as he's on the move, Bro will present nothing but puppets for us.
Leave this to me.
You'll pay for that, Prime.
Destroy the Autobot resistance. Let none escape.
There's too many of them!
Bumblebee, it's time.
No, not yet.
Shockwave cannot be allowed to acquire access to Vector Sigma. Just as we planned, soldier. Get to the shuttle, go to the target world, establish a base, protect the key with your life. We will join you soon. Now go!
Go-to color scheme? What'll I have to do?
Monster! Gigantitious monster! Airshibus! Tote-ass! Es start nicht Tote-ass mit Fuhr!
That's enough!
protect the key with your life.
Protect the key with my life. Coordinates marked. Come get some!
zu beschädigt und verhört zu werden. Finde heraus, was versteckt hat.
So that's what that is.
Excuse me, sir?
It would appear our asset, Lockdown, has paid visits to Earth in the past, and because of him, we have everything we need. Call facilities to bring up item 03092019.
You're saying this is the key to Vector Sigma?
Indeed, I am. We knew it had to be Cybertronian by the engineering, but always mistook it for a component to something bigger. We scoured this planet, searching for this key, and now I've learned we already have it. Prep my android and the space bridge for deployment.
You humans have downgraded from tanks to trucks now. Amusing.
This is my personal android, Nemesis.
Why did you summon me to the Well of All Sparks? Did you find the key?
We did. Or technically, you did. In 1945.
That trinket?
Call it into Magnus.
Autobots, Decepticons, listen up. We've just received word from our scout team at the Well of All Sparks that the human general leading this invasion has arrived on Cybertron.
So bloody what?
This general was seen carrying the key to Vector Sigma.
What could that flesh bag do with the key? Eat it?
They intend to access Vector Sigma. For what purpose, we do not know.
Doesn't matter. We're going to stop them.
There aren't many of us left.
No matter what, we're getting that key. Even if it takes every last one of us.
Ultimagnus, I believe I can give you a fighting chance.
How's this chemical snorting do-gooder gonna give us a fighting chance? I'm not taking any exams today.
Brawl, shut up.
As strange as it is to say, Brawl is right. What's your plan?
Rodimus Prime left this here with us, in case of dire emergency.
The Alpha Trion protocols.
These protocols can activate many of Cybertron's more ancient and slumbering secrets.
What do you mean?
What do you know of the Guardians?
Why do you need a scout ahead? Don't you know what's down there?
Nobody does. All that is known is that it leads directly to the core of the planet. No one's ever really seen it. It's said that from down there you can find Vector Sigma as well.
Do not let them get to Vector Sigma.
What?
They rallied. Attack! I thought the Autobots and Decepticons couldn't work together.
They never have.
Hold them off.
Swindle!
Oh my! The Alpha Trion protocols have just activated something.
How can you tell?
one too many of us. We need to stop them now.
Transmitting orders through the protocols.
Keep pushing, everyone.
For Cybertron!
We're being overwhelmed, Ross.
Those troops out there are only the prototypes. Scouts, call Cemetery Wind and tell them to activate the forces on the dark side of the moon. I will be out of range of contact soon.
Holy gravy on whole wheat toast!
With Omega Supreme on our side, we might just be able to pull this off.
I will begin transmitting instructions to move closer to the well.
Looks like we found how they're talking to the big guy. Focus all fire on him.
Perceptor.
Drift! Interesting indeed. The General has gone alone into the well with the key. Meanwhile, these drones are running low on energy and ammo. The longer this fight is prolonged, the less efficient they have become.
So, if we wear them down, we have a chance of winning?
Quite the opposite. We've been wasting time, energy, and resources on prototype drones. A light security force. Their main fighting force has yet to arrive.
And too many of us are already lost.
At last, the core of Cybertron. Vector Sigma.
He has found Vector Sigma. All is lost.
Vector Sigma. It's online. Where am I? What is this place? I have to get the key. They've been in my memory banks. I was in stasis, not complete power down. Activate auxiliary memory drives. Oh no. Oh, Primus, no!
Cemetery Wind. I have been given clearance by General Ross to request reinforcements. The mission is at a tipping point. Send everything you've got!
This prolonged level of fighting cannot be maintained! Ah!
We should flee, boss!
No way, Brawl! These Autobots are fighting and dying for our home. That's honor. Try it sometime.
Status report.
Pretty much a stalemate. We're not pushing them back and they're not gaining any ground.
As long as we keep them from the well, I don't care. Where are the reinforcements? He's awake!
Is that?
What? Are we taking everybody now?
Bumblebee?
Ultra Magnus, we have a problem. The humans. They've been searching for Vector Sigma.
They've already activated it. Cybertron is doomed.
That's just it. Cybertron isn't doomed. We are.
Explain.
You think they're using Vector Sigma to kill Cybertron?
It is the logical hypothesis.
They're not. They're using it to terraform Cybertron to be like Earth. And in the process, it is being programmed to eradicate all non-biological life forms in the terraforming process.
The planet will kill all of us. How?
Vector Sigma, the core, the Allspark, the Matrix, all of these things communicate with each other. If Vector Sigma is programmed to make Cybertron not support us, all of these things will be working in unison to expel and terminate us, and make it so we can never come back.
That's not possible.
Vector Sigma is a supercomputer. In theory, it could be used to reprogram Cybertron itself if they are truly linked.
What do we do?
Leave now or face oblivion.
I am Megatron, and I have never taken threats well.
Your identity will be meaningless once you are no more.
Pretty sure this'll work?
Let's face it. If anyone can create a distraction and talk the way out of non-existence at the same time, it's Megatron.
And if he's erased, it's not much of a loss.
I fancy myself a warrior, like that of old.
And you wish to challenge me to one-on-one combat for the right to leave?
Indeed. I am making the challenge.
Do you take me for a fool? I've seen this trick 100 times, and each one of those 100 times less obvious than yours.
Oh crap.
Run!
Attack from behind, a coward strategy.
You stand against the greatest warrior to walk Cybertron!
The greatest warrior? Who decided that? Enough!
Prime!
Prime? I placed my hands on a Prime.
Congratulations, Rodimus. I'm fairly certain you broke him.
This is Optimus Prime, bearer of the Matrix.
I've betrayed the Order of Knights by attempting to defeat a Prime.
Saber, you can still make this right.
Speak.
Cybertron has been invaded.
For some time, there has been a civil war, and these invaders used that carnage to sneak in and destroy. They've destroyed my city, Kaon.
What?
I do not know what Kaon is. My time on Cybertron predates your modern cities. But the power to destroy a city is most troubling.
These invaders hail from a primitive world, known for killing one another.
Primus warned me they have come to destroy Cybertron and its people.
Primus himself spoke to you.
He did, disguised as you, Rodimus.
I'm honored, I guess.
Primus himself put you on this quest. What must I do to assist you?
We need to get back to Cybertron to stop this great threat from destroying our home. We beg you for a second chance.
Granted, on one condition.
Name it.
I never died the first time. It would be an honor to fight alongside Prime once more, to finally die a warrior's death.
I think that's a fair trade.
Optimus Prime, allow me to bestow upon you an ancient power, one that I believe will prove most useful one day.
This is no longer a fair deal anymore.
Shut up. There aren't many Decepticons left.
I'll get that key.
Bro, it's suicide.
Oh, it is? Never mind. You do it.
They're flanking us from the rear.
Hotshot, with me.
Copy that, Springer.
By the Matrix. Optimus?
Optimus? No way.
It can't be.
For Cybertron!
That was Megatron and Rodimus.
What are we waiting for?
Charge! They're charging?
They're damn fools.
Who's your friend?
A legendary knight, old friend.
I think I will be taking control of the big guy from here. I do not know how you have returned, but it will be a short-lived visit.
Last time you only defeated me because I was wounded and weak from extensive battle and a missile strike. You stand no chance against me when I am ready for you. I rest my case.
Time to die, Optimus Prime. Come on, Optimus. It's just one more.
You were saying? It won't be much longer before Vector Sigma begins to expel us.
What? They've weaponized Vector Sigma. It will terraform Cybertron, killing us in the process, and leaving it unable to sustain future generations.
Good to know.
Give me that bike!
Are you kidding? I'm still making payments on this thing.
Give me the bike! I'm going to save your life, you idiots!
What are you doing?
I'm going to take this to get down to the core quickly and stop Vector Sigma, while all of you are going to fight.
Good luck, Megatron.
And to you as well, Optimus.
Our fate now relies on Megatron. We must do what we can to give him time to see his mission through.
Incredible.
It looks like he can take them all on by himself.
Thankfully, he doesn't have to.
Why can't I get a dope upgrade?
I will not let you get in my way!
Megatron, what are you doing down there?
I attempted to strike Vector Sigma with my sword, and now this! I fear I have only hastened the terraforming process.
The atmospheric composition is already beginning to shift to that of Earth's. Gravity will be next. We're running out of time!
We can do this.
But we need to be prepared if we are unsuccessful.
You are right.
Rodimus Prime to all troops. Evacuate Cybertron. For those who still have strength left to fight, please do not give up on us yet. Though if you leave, no one will think you a coward.
It's okay. You're making the right call.
I want you and that yellow bot to take a team back to the Autobot base and get all the wounded and broken bots off this planet.
But Rodimus...
That's an order, Ironhide. I know you won't leave anyone behind. That's why I trust you with this.
Come on, Bumblebee. Prime's orders.
Wait, he's a Prime too?
You've been gone a while. I'll fill you in on the way.
The atmospheric changes are now completed, as are the gravitational. Next comes our expulsion to make way for new life.
Megatron, what is taking so long?
Perhaps I could link with it as the human pretender did. No, it can't be stopped.
Why?
I'm linked in directly to Vector Sigma. And from what I can tell, the process must be completed before it can be undone.
How are we gonna survive this?
There is one thing that can be done. I could reprogram the terraforming process into something workable and Vector Sigma's destruction. This could possibly stop the terraforming process in its tracks. But there are consequences.
What consequences?
The blowback will shoot our energon waves that will overload and kill all of Cybertronian life, just as it would now. The catch is the raw energon in the air would remain for nearly 60,000 years. But it would stop the spread where it is and leave Cybertron habitable in the long run.
We do not have enough shuttles to leave.
Apparently, to protect ourselves from these raw energon particles in the air, we can simply wait in a carbon steel shell of some kind until they dissipate.
I have a lab near here with stasis pods, many of which are coated by a carbon lining. But there are limited pods.
Optimus, this could be our best option.
I agree. Everyone, get back to base. There are more punch pods there. Abandon Cybertron. A small team of us will remain to let you know when it's safe to return.
It is unlikely there will be enough launch pods for everyone at your base. I have 9 stasis pods in my lab. However, due to limited resources, only 6 of these pods are carbon lined.
Do you know which?
I do not. And there is no time to dissect and examine them. So 3 bots who go down there are getting a death sentence.
Even if you don't fill them all, still doesn't guarantee the 6 chosen will be safe to use.
I'll take that gamble.
As will I, for the Decepticon cause.
I'll do it.
Go! I'll hold them back.
But you'll die!
You will not let up, and no one will make it if I don't. Now go!
Thank you, my friend.
No! In the end, all you cost me was time.
I beg to differ.
No! I cannot give up. Cannot let them escape. But Megatron is with Vector Sigma. I must protect the mission.
Everyone must select a stasis pod. I do not know which are safe to use, and in order to avoid a fight amongst ourselves, I will not issue out pods so the Autobots will not fear I am attempting to destroy them.
Appreciate it.
You will be needed. It is only logical for our survival. I have just programmed them to remain in stasis for 62,000 years. 2,000 after the estimated time of dissipation, as a safety buffer. It will commence the moment your pod closes. Farewell.
Well, in case I don't make it back, it was an honor to fight alongside you, Optimus Prime.
You ain't gonna get no bitch-ass sappy comment from me. Only this. I hate women!
Huh. Odd. Anyways, your chariot awaits, Optimus Prime.
Step away from Vector Sigma.
Oh, please, indulge me. Who the slag are you anyways?
I am General Ross of Cemetery Wind, a privately funded military agency formed to take the war and wreckage you brought to our home back to Cybertron.
Ah, so no government on your world is responsible. Just rich people funding you? That's good. I imagine a number of my people are heading to Earth as we speak. It puts me at ease, knowing that they will not be hunted, as I imagine you could not get away with this on your own lands.
You are correct, which is why you will be stepping away so I can make some adjustments to the atmosphere. Maybe make it too dense for your crafts to leave.
That will be impossible to achieve.
Why is that?
Because I've been stalling for time to let as many escape as possible before I kill Vector Sigma.
No!
Nothing will get in the way of me saving Cybertron. Not even you.
We got everyone on the crafts. It's all on Optimus now to let us know when we can come back.
I will see you soon, my friend.
Either in the future or the afterlife. Time's up, Soundwave. Get a move on. We'll need you to contact Earth when it's time.
Preliminary scans yield no results. Cannot determine if a carbon lining is present.
Step away from that pod, freak.
Starscream, your being here was unexpected. You are damn fool, Starscream. I detect traces of carbon in this storage unit. With luck, it will hold.
We are victorious. Cybertron has been terraformed.
The mission was a failure. Cybertron will not be a colony world for humanity. We cannot survive there. The terraforming process was interrupted and halted. Cybertronians escaped and are fleeing here.
Then we can destroy them before they touch down.
No. They've made contact with several governments. They're being granted refuge status. To go to war with them now will be to go to war with the governments on Earth. As of now, we have been declared a terrorist organization and must disband.
We need this place to be nice and spiffy. Got it?
Got it.
Well, that'll be an, adjustment. Alright, bots. We're gonna need some new electrical coils installed in Teletrad 1.
The signal is coming from over this way. This is old Decepticon technology.
Whoa!
Touch nothing. We have no idea why this place was sealed.
You don't understand. We've always found traces of our predecessors, but never anything like this. An actual intact structure.
Remember, we were sent here because Waspinator detected unique energy signatures. And I think we discovered the source.
Is that a Decepticon?
Contact Megatron. You want to know of living Decepticon.
Hey everyone, Kyle here real quick. Just wanted to say if you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe if you're not already. All that stuff helps out the channel a lot. Also, if you like that Megatron jet mode, be sure to check out Big Dog Forge on Etsy. Link will be in the description below. Those Jetwing pieces are available right now. And hey, if you're not interested in those, there's more Transformers toy upgrades coming along the way, along with a lot of other great stuff, so please check it out. Thank you, and stay tuned for Transformers Kingdom coming real soon.